Hello there. Hello, and welcome to my channel, Lisa Shanette, the Melanated Minimalist. I am so happy to be sharing this video with you all. Go ahead and like, share, and comment on my channel if you like to. I'm sharing some things about being in a matrix. Guys, many years ago, I retired from my full-time career in 2013 as a case manager, sort of like a social worker. And I had already been studying what it felt like to be in a matrix. I guess it happened for me when I started listening to, gurus of personal development, such as E.T. the Hip Hop Preacher, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Lisa Nichols, just so many different ones that I felt captured the essence of living outside of your comfort zone. And so I began to really study these particular people and lifestyles and what they had done in their lifetime. Zig Ziglar, and rest in peace. But what I found out is that they lived outside their comfort zone. They lived outside the area where many of us, yeah guys, I'm running and jogging today. So remember, health and wellness too is a part of my channel. But one of the things that I love about them is that they believed that we're not meant to be here just to go to work, go home, pay bills, repeat, watch television all day or all night, whatever. We're not meant to do that. We're meant to make impact and have a purpose. So with that said, I started really learning about the Matrix. You know, the movie The Matrix. Of course, the red pill, blue pill, whatever. Okay, we can go and watch that. But I wanted to share with you that when you're trying to live above and beyond the norm, you may have to look at different things that can get you out of the matrix. And one thing you will always hear me harp on and talk about is really getting a skill set. Learning skills that can pay the bills, okay? And I'm not talking about, working 4 jobs, clocking into 4 different jobs. I'm talking about even if you have your own job that you go to every day, 9 to 5 or what have you, but that you also are tapping into something you can do on the side. One of the things I do, I would share some things with you, is being a t-shirt. I have a t-shirt business. I kind of slowed down on it, but I'm going to get back into it. But that's one of the things I could do to earn extra money. Now, I'm not a van dweller. I'm not a car dweller. I'll be relocating to a whole new city, state. So I'm not any of those things, but I do try to live a minimalistic lifestyle. And with that in return, I try to find ways to earn additional money. Because see, like guys, I was in the matrix for years. Graduating from college, doing the right thing by seeking employment, of course. Nothing wrong with that. I love it at the time. But then, like I said, when I started tapping into more of the personal development gurus, I read the Bible, of course, I still do. The richest man in Babylon, all that. You go and start studying different things and learning and growing and reading books or listening to audiobooks. I promise you, you're going to start thinking outside the box. So what have you, I started, get into multi-level marketing and learning more and more about, the things it took to get outside the matrix. And then when I started traveling more and being around people who actually made over $10,000 a month, not in 5 months, not in a year, $10,000 a month or more, I started really saying, wow, if they can do it, I can do it, And then I started really getting into cutting off that television and cutting on YouTube and learning and growing from YouTube people, people who really have a passion for what they do. Shout out to Tim Ward again for making the Matrix video. Although I had already studied the Matrix, I just thank God for him for refreshing my mind and say, you know what? That Matrix thing is no joke. That Matrix deal is no joke, because we get stuck in it and we think it's okay to play along with the game when really deep down inside we don't like it. We don't want it, but we don't know how to get out of it. We don't know how to, say, you know what, enough is enough. And yes, you see my videos on quality quitting. You see my videos on, life hacks or house hacking. Guys, that's getting outside the matrix. That's not the typical way to live. Most people live in their own home, no sharing, no community, no anything. That's fine. They buy one piece of property, which is their house, if they're lucky. Some people don't even buy that. But they believe at the end of the day that that's going to be the way to go, and it's not. It really isn't. Well, it's okay if you want to stay in that type of lifestyle where you're within the means of just above average, right? Just above average. But I know that I'm not meant to just be here for just living an average lifestyle. When you like 95% of the people in America or in the world want to live 95%ers, you only want to have be the 5%, and then the top 1% are the movers and shakers. Some of them. Bill Gates and Steve Jobs is some of those movers and shakers. Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, what's his name? Ma. I can't think of his first name. But anyway, he owns, I believe he owns, what's the name of these? Alibaba or something like that. Anyway, J Ma, whatever. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, there have been some greats who movers and shakers. There's also been the gentleman who owned Zappos. He ended up losing his life. I think he got into drugs and whatever. But it can be pros and cons to being out of that comfort zone, because it can shield you from doing crazy stuff, but then also can put you in places where you should be careful of what you're listening to and who you're around. So matrix living, outside the matrix living, does require you to think deeper, learn more, and truly seek as much as possible knowledge, and don't give up. It will be a test of your personal faith to keep going. Guys, just like making this YouTube channel. Do you know how many times I've just been trying to say I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and then I quit? Because I was like, oh, the passion. I gotta have passion for this. I gotta kind of stay within, what I love to do or talk about. And that's really, I really had to embrace myself. I'm not this big time luxury. How they say, we should normalize luxury. I'm not saying anything against the luxury, but what I'm saying is we gotta normalize getting outside the box, get outside the matrix. We gotta normalize not being indebted to everybody. Good debt is your real estate properties and things of that nature. You see this? Who you think had dreams? Who you think had dreams of a building? And look at all this land. Look at all this land that's around to be built upon. Tons and tons. We got 95% of rural areas in America, in the United States. So we got a lot of opportunities. So if you want to study real estate, go ahead and start studying it. If you get your money up, get you some property and purchase some land, whatever. But study. I mean, I look at the bigger pockets